Hi, my name is Bo Green. I'm a board member for Camp Briarwood, also Quest Ministry. Many of you parents have approached us and asked, how can I get more involved with the ministry? So over the next few moments, we're going to show some excerpts from our end of summer dinner bash that many of you wanted to attend but missed. So at the end of the video, please stay tuned. We've got a creative opportunity for your family to partner with us and help take Camp Briarwood to the next level.
Camp Briarwood has been around since 1964, and it started off here at the church. It's just it was a week-long camp for kids in the church, and over the years it has evolved into what has literally become a regional camp. This year we had close to 550 kids that came to camp, and with our day camp and our overnight camp, we had probably about 90 young people that served as counselors. But it, first and foremost, is simply the tool that we use to share Christ. We tell everybody that up front. This is what we do, and this is what it is. Our counselors are trained to do that. They, throughout the week, will talk to your children. I'm sure a lot of you have heard some stories about it, and then they're given an opportunity to make a profession of faith. This year, 85% of the children that came to Camp Briarwood had no affiliation whatsoever with Briarwood. And we had 71 different churches represented, 6 different denominations. And so what we've got to be careful with is that we share the truth as we know it, but we don't delve into Presbyterian theology.
I'm the chairman of the Quest Recreation Ministry Board. Let me give you a little idea of how Quest and Camp Briarwood are related. Back in 2002, the Recreation Ministry here at Briarwood decided that under Scott's leadership that we wanted to become a board-directed ministry. At that time, we were just simply a program of the church. We were fully subsidized by the church's budget. And this concept was fairly unique to Briarwood at that time. In order to be a board-directed ministry, you had to provide a plan for growth and vision, and you also had to prove that over 50% of the participants in your program came from outside of Briarwood. As I mentioned, there are about 8 of these programs at Briarwood right now, but becoming a board-directed ministry allowed us to be a little more entrepreneurial in the way we approached the recreation ministry here at the church. As I said, the church fully subsidized the recreation ministry before we became board-directed. But as the ministry grew and the expenses grew, the board was expected to raise the necessary funds to meet those additional expenses, which we've done for the last 8 years. I remember probably been about 6 or 7 years ago, we partnered with 2 or 3 other churches that were interested in having an upward basketball program of their own. And we basically taught them how to manage one of those programs, how to do it. And they're now doing their own thing. They're not partnering with us anymore, and so that's expanded the ministry. As a board-directed ministry, what we're responsible for is overseeing all of those programs. We help Scott manage all those programs. We are accountable to the session of Briarwood. Scott is accountable to the board. So you can see there's layers of accountability there that allow us to do some of the things. As I said, it does give us the flexibility of offering some various programs and helps us really use recreation to reach Birmingham, to reach the world for Christ.
All of us here are, in part, are here because of the life-changing impact that Camp Briarwood has had on us. I know for me, excuse me, my son has been doing soccer for several years here, and that led to upward basketball, which led to meeting Coach Huber over here. Had a lot that accepted Christ, and for those that didn't, you know what? They know who Jesus is. I can guarantee you that. They know who God is.
Hi, I'm Don Carmichael. My wife and Vicki are a first-year Camp Briarwood family. This summer, 2 of our 4 daughters went to Camp Briarwood, and both had a tremendous experience. And like many of you, we came up to Scott and Corey afterwards and said, how can we be involved with Camp Briarwood and Quest in a deeper level? We really believe in the strategic nature of Camp Briarwood in ministering the gospel to kids in a setting that is fun and recreational. So, like many of you, we are part of what is called the Finishing the Race campaign for kids. Basically, we're inviting you to join us in investing about an hour of your time with your kids to sit down and send out letters to friends and family anywhere in the country asking for personal sponsorships on behalf of Camp Briarwood and Quest Ministry. The letters look like this. They have been pre-written. They are a fill-in-the-blank letter. These go to friends and family anywhere in the country. They're based on the principle in fundraising that people give to people they know. It's the most important fundamental in fundraising. There is a set of different rewards and opportunities for every family. Basically, if you want to participate in the campaign, call Corey or Scott at the Camp Briarwood office. You'll get a packet like this and some brochures, but every family that does at least 20 brochures gets a family ice cream night at Brewster's or Dairy Queen. And then every family that raises $500 or more will get to go on an exciting family adventure at Treetop Family Adventures just past Greystone by the Narrows. So we invite you to join us. It's a very important ministry to support. The more money we can raise for Camp Briarwood and Quest, the more young people will ultimately hear the gospel. And to join, just give Corey or Scott a call at the Camp Briarwood office and they'll get you set up. Thanks for taking the time.